Welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we discussed about the types of machine learning systems, like whether the system is going to trained with the help of human supervision or not. So based on that one, we can classify different types of machine learning systems. One is supervised learning system. Second one is unsupervised learning system. Third one is semi-supervised learning system. And the fourth one is reinforcement learning system. These four learning systems are based on the amount of trained with the help of human supervision involved in the training. So based on that one, we classify them into four types. In this video, we are going to see one more type of machine learning systems, that is batch learning, and online learning. So that is we are going to classify the one type of machine learning system is whether or not the system can learn incrementally from the stream of incoming data. So that is based on the batch learning and online learning. So it is classified into two types. One is batch learning, and second one is offline learning. In this video, we are going to see what is the importance of what is batch learning and what is the importance of batch learning. Batch learning nothing but the system is in the batch learning. The system is incapable of learning incrementally. The machine learning system is incapable of learning the incrementally, and it must be trained using all the available data. That means the machine learning system is going to train with the help of all the available data. So this will generally take a lot of time and computing resources. So it is typically done offline. So simply, in other words, here we saw there is one diagram there. So for the machine learning algorithm or for the model, we are giving to the we are trained our model with the help of entire available data. Simply based on that one, we are going to train our model. So for the model, we are going to provide all the data. So based on that model, we are going to predict the new things, new corresponding. So whenever we are giving the new input to our machine, automatically we are going to predict the corresponding output. Simply it is called as a traditional batch learning. So in the batch learning, the system is trained first of all. Then it is launched into the production. Runs without learning anymore. After the training, we are going to launch the production. Then without learning anything, automatically it runs. So simply this is called as a batch learning. It just applies what it has learned. Simply it is called as a offline learning. So if you want a batch learning system to know about new data, you need to train a new version of the system from the scratch on the full data set. So it's also not new data but also on the old data. So then stop the old system and replace it with the new system. So simply here the whole process of training, evaluation and launching of a machine learning system can be automated easily. So here, based on the available data, we are going to train our model. So then after training our model, we are going to evaluate our model with the help of new instances. Okay, whether it is classified correctly or not. Then we can go to predict our model. Then if the model is perfectly classified, then we are going to launch our model. Okay, so then once again, if you are getting new data, automatically updated that data into our old, replace with the old data. Okay, then once again our model is going to train with the help of old data as well as new data. So even a batch learning system can adapt to change. Simply update the data and train a new version of the system from the scratch as often needed. So this solution is simple and often works fine, but training using the full set of data can make many hours. So you would typically train a new system only every 24 hours or every even just a weekly. So if your system needs to adapt to rapidly changing data, that is like predicting stock prices, etc. So then we need a more reactive system. So training on the full set of data requires a lot of computing resources like CPU, memory space, disk input output devices, network input outputs, etc. So if you have a lot of data, you automate your system to train from the scratch every day, it will end up costing a lot of money. So if the amount of data is huge, it may even be impossible to use the batch learning system. So finally, if your system needs to be able to learn autonomously and it has limited resources, then carrying around a large amount of training data and taking up a lot of resources to train for hours every day is a showstopper. Fortunately, a better option is in all of these cases is use the algorithms that are capable of learning incrementally. So thank you. In the next video, we are going to see what is the online learning. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video.